What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome to another episode of Promotion Wars. This is episode number 49. Can you believe that? We are one episode away from the big 5-0. That's pretty awesome. All right, so last episode we had our show of shows 2. Had to think about that for a second. We had a lot of crazy stuff going on in that one, and oh, thanks to the history, we can actually go back. I apologize first if I do that. I'm still a few days out of where I was last year when I was sick. But I'm much better. I just gotta drink just in case my throat kind of goes goofy. Uh, but last time we had Air Paris winning the title. We had Leo Rush win the title, but then get hurt, and we had to vacate the belt because he wouldn't be out. He's going to be out for 2 months. So we have to. Oh, actually, now we have to vacate the title. Sorry, my bad. We gave him the 3 days. He actually technically could have the belt uh, till the pay-per-view or till the big show. Uh, we'll keep it on him just because that doesn't mess with our. It sort of messes with our rating if we drop it, So right now we're hoping he's gonna come back. That's our goal. We know he's not going to because we know he's out till uh, a certain point. Yeah, he's out till late July, so he's not gonna be back for the 30 days. We have Retaliation coming up Sunday, June 19th. So right before that, we'll vacate the title and put it in. So now we have to work on some feuds here because Leo Rush and that disco guy ends because they won't be able to do it. They got 0 points for feud score because there was no matches in the feud. There was actually one, but there was Tommy O'Neill was in that match. So there was no singles. Alicia Sherrington and Nicole Matthews has actually fought multiple times, and their feud is going nowhere. So we're gonna end that feud too. I have a kind of a storyline. Yeah, 20% forgettable. We're gonna end Scotty Valentine and the Green Phantom because Scotty Valentine is injured. That was the other big story. 43% Massacre. Redbeard and Hero London can stay. It's a good draw feud. Madhouse and Brett Lane, Jonny Volume is, Hollis and Bennett and Brooks Boy. We'll keep those going because Hollis, Bennett, and it's not helping Hollis and Bennett whatsoever, really, other than they're wrestling every week. But Brooks Boys needs this because they had a long run where they weren't winning any matches. Gonzalez and Cannon, great going on. I can't get them a belt because nobody wants to. Chavo and Lance can continue. They're not the champion anymore, but so one feud we're gonna add. I almost want to add a little feud, but I think we'll put it's gonna be for our number one contender for the title, that disco guy and Tommy O'Neill. The two guys who were in that match with Leo Rush. It only makes sense that they are the next feud. A feud that I'm gonna put in this one. We're gonna go female. So in that last show, we had Erica Riggs, the female created. It wasn't created by it wasn't from High Volume Wrestling Academy, but she was signed. But she's a created wrestler. She subbed for Sherrington because Sherrington was in the women's title match. So the mixed tag match wasn't actually a championship match, but Erica Riggs got the win in that match. So I wanted to focus on her a bit. So we're gonna put Erica Riggs and Tawny Callahan together because that was the feud. Well, that was that match. I don't really know if I who I would put in match number 9, or I mean feud number 10. Well, it should be hardcore, but is Chris Harris? Yeah, Chris Harris is condition is a 70, so he's definitely not going to be wrestling anytime soon. So let's put just somebody from the who are our two hardcore like top guys that are still right now around. It's Scotty Davidson and Susie Parkman, but so we'll put Scotty Davidson and Too Tough Tony together because right now, um, their their hardcore ability is going to make for a super match. Now we put them with a feud, and they're going to go even crazier. We'll do that. Sorry for the blinking. It's just something that the game does when it's on XSplit. I think it's because of window screen, but you notice it less when there's a black screen behind it. But now that I have this like fancier screen, it's up. um, so we'll add feud. We'll put Too Tough Tony and Scotty Davison in a hardcore feud because that way we have a hardcore feud, we have a couple of women's feuds, we have tag team feuds, we have the top feuds. All right, so let's get into our show. I think we've talked enough before we actually get into the action. So we want to go 1300. 1300 is our record so far. We would love to see these 1350, but let's get back to selling out 1300. We're going to do 8, and the main event is going to be just a silly one. Silly because it really doesn't make a heap of a lot of sense, but yeah, why not? It's the top in storyline mode. It's like our top good guy and our top bad guy. And the bad guy just came out of nowhere in the last episode, by the way. We're going to take Tommy O'Neill in his return, his first singles match since his injury. He's going to go up against Air Paris for a non-title match. We'll assume that Disco is probably going to come into this one, but they both have really good draws. The draw value. Tommy O'Neill's a 73, Air Paris is 75, so it's a great little match that's going to bring them in. For the tag team match, we're going to have our Kaz XL and Eric Redbeard. I don't know. Did they even get into the? I can't remember if they got into the. I think they got into the show, but Hero in London, because again, Redbeard and London are our basic top drawers. We want them in these matches. Sorry. I think we're gonna do the. We're gonna have our mixed tag. The match that we were supposed to have at the show of shows, but some jerk put double booked one of the wrestlers. Anderson and Sherrington will take on Adam Williams and Tony Callahan. So we won't start the Callahan feud right off the bat, but with Erica Riggs, they'll probably do one on the house show. Oh, nope. Sorry, my bad. Bennett. We'll save that one for the house show. All right, we'll put, because we know this match is going to light the place up. We'll put Susie Parkman and Heather Reynolds together again. We'll put Hollis and Bennett versus Everett and Bennett. Oh, we definitely have to change that. Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't. It didn't hit me again. In the last episode that uh Andrew Everett and Mike Bennett that because we already have the Kevins. It did not hit me that the last wrestler we just signed was also named Kevin. It wasn't until Adam mentioned that in the show notes, or that he always gives me after. All right. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong one. Cannon. We'll put a singles match for the television title. AFA. Um, oh, I forgot to mention something. Well, I'll mention it after. Because once we start skipping days, we're going to see something. I guess AFA and Maccabee could possibly be like that. Or, no, AFA and Brett Lane can't be it. AFA and Maccabee could be basically the next feud. Let's put this. Actually, no. Let's take the television title off of right now. Let's put this one in a because we know this isn't going to be great. Let's put it in a backstage brawl because I love backstage brawls. And that would be Alpha. I guess it will have to be Maccabee, or it could be Ryan Nemeth. Let's get Ryan Nemeth. Maybe Alpha versus Ryan Nemeth could be the next feud because Nemeth has not had a lot. Let's do our hardcore match, but not the one we just put in a feud. Uh, so singles, no hardcore match. Make sure I actually hit hardcore. Let's put Todd Gibbs and how is Phantom? How's his condition? 88. So we'll hold off on him. Davison, Phantom and Seville also can one of those guys that actually has some hardcore ability. Yeah, Bantam is right next to Phantom. So we'll put Bantam and Gibbs together. Although I get nervous because remember, didn't one of the Kevins, I think it was Seville, wasn't Kevin Seville out for quite a while? And because we signed that other Kevin, yeah, I just called him that, Kevin McCartney, uh, we're going to put the newly snapped losing streak, Andy Black, taking on newcomer Kevin McCartney. I don't know much about Kevin McCartney. I don't remember. 15 and a 70. Okay. So we'll put them together, see what they do. And that is going to be the show. All right. A fun little show. We got a hardcore. We got a mixed tag championship match. Um, we got a backstage brawl. 1175. Oh, we lost a few, but that's okay. We're going to see the highlights. And welcome to Wednesday Night Warriors. We're off the heels of an unbelievable show of shows. Let's go to the ring. Eddie Black takes on Kevin McCartney. Andy Black hits the Canadian Destroyer, and he gets a win, his second win in a row. Granted, it's been both against guys who started the week before, but we'll take it. He's now 2-24. We're going to see what Andy Black's record is in 2022. Hollis and Bennett are on the mic. They're running down people. Wait, I think they've got this switched because now Brooks Boys is coming to clear Hollis and Bennett, who are the faces, but but it is Canada, Canada, they tend to flip flop. Hard Gibbs and Kevin Bantam. Hardcore match has been wild. They continue their fight. Bantam throws Gibbs. Bantam hard thud into the wall. 1-2 kick out. Gibbs spots a trash can. He cracks the mop over the head. Tiger suplex. Kevin Bantam makes the cover. 1-2-3. Kevin Bantam wins the Hardcore War. That is a huge win for Kevin Bantam. Maybe he's might go out on his own here. Does Seville take McCartney? Continue the Kevins and Bantam goes off on his own? What are we doing here? But Kevin Bantam, I have to look at his. I think though the Kevins have some tag team wins, so I don't think it's an Andy Black level. Carl Anderson in the ring with a microphone. He cuts a promo on Adam Williams. Williams' music starts. He comes to the ring. He's unhappy. They're face to face in the ring, and it's a brawl. It's a Pier 6 brawl. They're holding nothing back here. The brawl goes outside the ring, and now they've battled their way to the back. We're going to get security back here to stop this. And they still got a title fight later on. Alpha versus Ryan Nemeth backstage brawl. We just had a backstage brawl. Now we've got another. Who is running the backstage? Alpha picks up someone's suitcase. He launches it at Nemeth. Oh, Nemeth sees metal lockers and pushes Alpha. Push the locker onto him. Ryan Nemeth wins the backstage brawl. Ooh, does that put him in line for a title shot? He pushed a set of lockers onto him. That's a good way to pin someone. It's like halftime heat back in 99? Or just pin that forklift on him. I have literally just Susie Taylor. Oh, I got confused here. It's Scotty Davison and Too Tough Tony talking here, but it said Susie Taylor, and my thought was again Susie Parkman. So I'm like, why is Susie Parkman talking crap about Scotty Davison? Bennett makes the cover. Wait a minute, what? This might be going a little too fast for me, but Anthony Bennett just picked up a win. I'm going to slow this down a bit. But Anthony Bennett and Corey Hollis just won. This may be the first time that Hollis and Bennett, I know it's the first time they beat the Brooks Boys, but this might be the first time they've won in quite a long time. Sorry, I'm looking for something. But yeah, I slowed it down because it was going a little too fast for me to read. So yeah, Susie Parkman comes down to the ring, not Susie Taylor. Grab a mic. Heather Reynolds, I've just spoken with the general manager, and guess what? They agree. Crowd's like, what? Me, you, one on one. The crowd's happy. And I think they're going to be next, or maybe the match after this. No, it's this one. Heather Reynolds like, damn, I had to come down to the ring. I didn't even know about this. But she hits the power slam. Heather Reynolds is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with in this Fed for a long time. It was this last episode that we signed her to a long-term deal. So Heather Reynolds gets the win, but I'm sure the rating is going to be very good. Oh, I found what I'm looking for. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Renee Paquette backstage with Evan Gonzalez. Gonzalez asks what his thoughts are of Eric Cannon. Gonzalez clearly doesn't want to talk about this. Oh no, is Gonzalez gonna punch Renee Paquette? He does! Evan Gonzalez just punched Renee Paquette! What? I mean, that's not good, but you know, he's making his heel heat. Carl Anderson connects with the gun stud. Adam Williams is down and out. Anderson makes the cover. Gets the win. Carl Anderson and Alicia Sherrington continue to be the mixed tag team champions. I saw a bug. That's actually why I got distracted for a minute. At my work, they opened up a pipe or something, and legit, there's been like fruit flies ever since. Madhausen asking about Brett Lane, Jonny Volume. Madhausen says Brett and Jonny will always be the inferior team. They might not be wrong. Uh, here Brett and Jonny. I mean, Madhausen is great, and it's now physical. Madhausen and Brett Lane defeat or fighting with Jonny Volume. Refs coming out to the scene. Let's first of all, what are the refs gonna do? They can barely even tie their own shoes in this Fed. Chris Hero connects with a cerebral cortex on Redbeard. Hero makes the cover. See, look what Austin Aries did. Did for Redbeard. Because remember, Hero and London couldn't get a win to save their lives. Hero is now on a winning streak, and this might become like the thing that brings Hero to the front of this Fed. Erica Riggs is live. You recognize this place, Tony Callahan? Erica Riggs picks up a baseball bat and swings at an old wedding picture. You recognize this picture, Callahan? Wow, did Erica Riggs just show up to Tony Callahan's house and hit Tony Callahan's dad in the midsection with a bat? That is how you start a feud, kids. I feel Erica Riggs, again, we can make our character, with these new ones. I feel like Erica Riggs is going to be more like Tommy O'Neill in full control in this match against Air Paris. Has him set up for the power slam, but Disco Guy's music hits. Tommy O'Neill allows the distraction to work for a second, but still it's the power slam. Tommy O'Neill wins the match, but that Disco Guy is angry. Now, Tommy O'Neill defeats the Interstate Champion while looking straight at his number one rival. That was a good way to end that show. So Andy Black defeats Kevin McCartney 72. Kevin Bantham defeats Todd Gibbs 84. Again, look at I kind of like that. Ryan Emmett defeats Alpha 66. Hollis and Bennett defeat Brooks Boys with an 80. That was a shocker. Hollis and Bennett win the match and throw an 80 up there. Then Heather Reynolds and Susie Parkman go 90. So we've had 84 on a just tossed together match. We have an 80 on this tag team match. This is the best feud we have though right now. 90 on this one. Anderson and Sherrington go 78. Hero in London, Cats and Redbeard go 83. And our main event goes 74, which was thrown together, but 84.70. Good show. Good show. And we get $15,847. Okay, so just by the our promotion rating went back from 98 to 100. Heather Reynolds, Susie Parkman was the match of the night. Let me delete all these. So one thing I did, I went on. We'll see some new signing attempts. Basically, I went to. Let's look at the. Is it feedback? No. Shows. No, I think it's just click on HVW. Yes. I went to our rivals here. I think I went to Shimmer, Renegade Pro Wrestling Fed, and I think it was Major League Wrestling that I went to. And I made an attempt to pilfer their top ability guy, whoever their highest ability person was. So I did put out some offers. We'll see if they take them. All of them, too, were on, like, their contracts were coming up. So it was like, okay. Because there was one, I forget what Fed it was. It might have been MLW, that where Candice LeRae is actually the top, but her contract would have cost me $100,000 to buy out at least. So I didn't do that. So let's see what the next few days bring us. We're back to 100%. We got an email early. Matt Cross from Toughen Up. Wasn't he in like Wrestling Society X when it was on MTV? Matt Cross is now a part of High Volume Wrestling. That is a huge pickup. We look at that. Matt Cross, a 52 with a 77. And, he's going to be he's a face high flyer. That is a big pickup. We got 2 emails here. Mance Warner from MLW has signed. So we have taken 2 of our people. We took Shimmer's. Shimmer had Matt Cross, and MLW had Mance Warner. But Mance Warner, a 46 with a 76. He's a face, basic wrestler. Oh, 2 big pickups here. I mean, they're going to give us good matches. And AR Fox, who comes in from our PWF, our rivals. So all 3 of the people I put out contracts to, but again, I didn't put much, but they were making like $200-300, and I gave them like $500 and kept them at their thing. So it is a nice pickup here. AR Fox, a 50 with an 81. And he could be in the hardcore match too, 76. So 3 big pickups for HVW. So let's go to UCLA. So Volume or Brett Lane? Who I know who's better wrestling wise, but who's better draw wise? Because we know Danhausen is number 3 on draw. So it would be Danhausen over Mad. I have to go down to get it. Johnny's a 54, Brett's a 53. All right, so we'll put singles match. Danhausen and Jonny Volume. Oh, the Williams and Carl Anderson feud is cooling. Well, the good thing is we have some people now. We could put somebody else against Carl Anderson for the for the mixed tag. Uh, oh, we want to put Too Tough Tony and Scotty Davison in a hardcore match. Too Tough Tony, unfortunately, is not having a good run though with us. He's 0-6, I think. But look at him. He's going to be in the upper card of our house show. We're going to put we'll put Tawny Callahan and Erica Rigg. Actually, no, I think I'm going to clear that one. Let's put a women's 6-person tag um, with Ruby, Nicole, and Amber versus Tessa, Rebecca Prince, and Francine Ramsey. All right, then we'll put that. I want to save that for the TV, but why not? We'll put it in Erica versus Tawny. Who else? Let's put a triple threat. Well, sure, let's put a 4-way dance. Because I want one of our biggest stars or newer stars to get into theirs. But so let's put in our new friends. Let's put in AR Fox. Let's put in Mance Warner. Let's put in Matt Cross. And let's put in Bruiser Bruno. They're gonna get introduced. We'll have Chavo and Lance. A lot of people down it didn't get into this week, but that's okay. We'll have Huffman and Cash. Take on Seville and somebody, one of the Kevins. We'll go with Kevin Bantam again. Seville, you know, and then Robbie Einhorn. I think this is a rematch. I almost feel like this is Robbie Einhorn will take on the Serial guy, the Serial man. All right. All again, our house shows isn't really as much about building feuds or it's about building feuds, but it's about seeing what interests us. Again, we're hoping to get that regional show. Raucous crowd, 582. And we're just going to straight to results. So Serial Man defeats Robbie Einhorn 73. Huffman and Cash defeats the Kevin 75. Kevin Bantam didn't go 2 wins. That's why I put him in. Figured. Chavo defeats Lance in a 67. Matt Cross becomes the winner of the debuts plus Bruno, but a 78 between the four. That's nice. Tawny Callahan and Erica Riggs opening up with an 85. Nice. The 6-woman tag Ruby, Nicole, and Amber 76. Scotty Davison defeats Too Tough Tony 87, and then Danhausen defeats Jonny Volume 79. The overall show rating 84.00. Nice. 54-41. Great show. Both were great shows. Too Tough Tony and Scotty Davison, the match of the night. All right. Oh, we're gonna hit the end of the month, so we'll get some money out of this. It's good because we're gonna need some. We just spent about 40,000 to buy out contracts. No, 35,000. All right. So overall, we made a profit of 39,382, 9,600 on sponsorships, 15,750 on TV deals, 27,000 on merchandise. So there we go. 95% now. Let's see what the. We're a little apprehensive about the current bank balance. We lost 61,000 in this month. Oh. Duggan announces retirement. Bobby J announces retirement. We have a trainee. This trainee has really nothing that would work for us, so we're okay with Sidekins not being part of it. Aaron Solo, Angel Santos, Azrael, Billy Blaze, Colin Delaney, Dale Patrick, Daniel C. Rockingham, Dave Christ, Devantes, and 26 others will no longer be under contract. All right, so nothing new for us to. Okay, and that's going to be it. So we're 95% still clinging to. Our momentum is though going up because we were 86 or 84 when we started today. We're 96 now, so that's good. But we're still clinging. We're losing a little money, but hey, we know that at some point we're gonna have to. Some of these people aren't gonna stay with us because a couple are gonna retire soon. But we'll see. All right, guys, it's been fun. Hope you're all doing well and staying safe. We'll be back next episode 50. We'll be doing On the Road to Retaliation. Episode 50 will be coming out next Saturday from location because I'm going on a little weekend away, but I will just kind of getting out of the house, but we'll have my computer with me and we'll do the show from location. So I hope everyone's doing well and takes care, and we'll see you next week. Bye now. Have a great one.